These police officers were chasing a man on a motorcycle. When the police caught him, they ordered him to get on.
Let's face it, most of us will never find a woman willing to take a bullet for us like this very lucky man. But as a jeweler for nearly 30 years, I can tell you based on the way she says yes to your proposal, if she's a catch, or if there will be trouble in paradise. As a jeweler for nearly 3 decades, I've seen my share of proposals. And let me tell you something. The way the woman reacts to your proposal says a lot about how invested she is in the relationship. And many women, even if they aren't really into you, will say yes, which leads to problems down the road. Today, I'm going to do you a huge favor and break down a few proposals so you can decode your woman's reaction to the proposal. This system for exposing the true feelings of a woman is based on years of work selling engagement rings. Prepare to take notes, gentlemen. Understand, gentlemen, that a woman typically will have a good reaction to your proposal. We all know females are just obsessed with the idea of proposals. But I'm going to tell you, based on her reaction, if she's in it for you or if she's in it for the gram. The gram means for the attention, the likes, the hearts, the money, the eyeballs, the money, etc. You get the point. I rate proposals on a 5-star scale. 1 star means your woman is not into you. This does not mean you shouldn't get married. It means you might become a doormat in your marriage, which I guess some guys are into. A 5-star rating means she is totally into you, so you will have the pleasure of being adored in your marriage. This typically leads to an easier married life. Let's break down the positive factors of a good reaction. First, the cover factor. What I call the cover is a big indicator of her level of interest in you, and it refers to the female reaction of spontaneously covering herself the moment she realizes the proposal is happening. The covering of the mouth adds 1 star. The covering of the whole face adds 2 stars. Pretty much, the more she covers up in the immediate reaction to the proposal, the more stars I'll give. Don't ask me why. These things are a mystery. I'm just the messenger. Next comes the leveling factor. If she gets down to your level at any point during the proposal, this gentleman is a good sign and adds a star. If she embraces you after getting down to your level, this adds another star. In fact, the lower she physically gets in comparison with you, the better. Again, I don't make the rules. It is what it is. And finally, what I call the low-key factor. If the proposal is low-key and not so extravagant, this definitely can add a star. Because if you have to spend thousands on the proposal, somewhere deep inside, it's because you know the proposal itself is not big enough of a deal to her, and she needs something more to make it really special. Again, don't shoot the messenger. Let's begin. This is a 2-star reaction. Let me break this down for you. Although this young lady does the standard mouth cover, as you can see, she removes her hand mid-ring placement because she sees the other people. She is way more concerned about her gang of associates than her man in front of her on his knees. Honestly, it seems like she is way more excited to see them than she is about the proposal. Here's the breakdown of the 2 stars. 1 star for mouth cover, 1 star for low-key. This, my friends, this is a 5-star reaction. As you can see, after the standard mouth cover, she turns her back. A turning of the back might seem like a negative response, but this is not always the case. Be patient, gentlemen. She is actually doing a full body cover. It is often a very good sign because she is overwhelmed with emotion. As you'll notice here, she has literally been knocked off her feet. She has not just matched his level, but gone below it. Then she embraces him whilst at his level. Breakdown. 2 stars for covering, 2 stars for leveling, 1 star for low key. Getting the hang of this now? On to the next one. This is a solid 3-star reaction. 3-star is a decent reaction, men. If I say you have 3 stars or more, it's acceptable. Don't get too sensitive. Breakdown. 2 star for leveling, 1 star for low key. The spontaneous excited dancing is definitely a good sign. Next. This is a 4-star proposal. It's beautiful. This woman is a catch. We all know she doesn't want to be here pointing binoculars at a fake deer. But guess what? She is supporting her man in his ridiculously boring hobby. Also, the trained eye will notice she is doing a full face cover, not just a mouth cover. The more face she covers, the better the reaction is considered, and the more fulfilled your relationship will be according to my experience. Breakdown. Full face cover, 2 star. Low key effect, 2 star. Let's do another one. This last one is for the ladies. There is nothing wrong with a lady showing interest, but please do not propose. Understand that all you need to do is drop a handkerchief for a proposal. Back in the old days, if a lady was interested in a man, she would drop a handkerchief to give him an opportunity to pick it up and start a conversation. If you've dropped a handkerchief for a proposal and your man does not respond, do not, I repeat, do not resort to proposing yourself. Find a modern way of dropping a handkerchief for a proposal. This could be as simple as making his favorite meals for him, or if it's a Gen Z guy, maybe buy him some flowers or compliment his hair. They're wimps. Point is, just be subtle, and trust me, if he is interested, he will propose. Bonus. As a bonus, I'm going to give you a telltale sign which exposes the craziness factor of the female gender. It is often captured during the taking of what we call photos. This is an important observation to make, and it is very easy to miss, so pay close attention. You won't see the actual proposal here. I'm showing this to you only for you to observe this hidden phenomenon, which immediately exposes the level of crazy in a female. I call it the ankle arch factor. Side note, as you know now, if you are spending this much time and effort for a proposal, the fireworks, the roses, the backdrop, all these shenanigans, it's not a good sign. Moving on. Back to the ankle arch factor, I want you to hone in and notice the foot arch. Please understand, gentlemen, if you see this at any point during your proposal or the aftermath of the proposal, your woman is not a catch. If you see the arching of the foot and ankle for the cameras, run the other way. Also, the greater the angle of the ankle arch, the crazier and more of a doofus she truly is, and the less of a catch she is. You will thank me later for that one. You're welcome, gentlemen. I don't want to sell jewelry anymore, but that doesn't mean Daddy's gonna stop dropping gems every now and then. Until next time. Ever wonder what kind of face is behind this mask? Well, I'm not gonna show you, but I will tell you that it's a pretty good face. It's a face that you would want to support by sharing this video.